Alright, so what's up, guys? I'm gonna be going over the treatment for Deadpool, and this will obviously be based on the diagnosis we gave him in the last video, where I went over how he has depression and schizophrenia, and his depression obviously makes him feel very uh, sad, and you know, pretty much everyone knows what depression is, and schizophrenia can cause delusions and hallucinations, and you can see things that aren't real. And so, yeah, we're gonna fix you, Deadpool. Yes, we are. So here's some possible treatments for depression. We have antidepressants. They were created by Irving Selikoff in 1951. Antidepressants work by balancing chemicals in your neurotransmitters, which it calms your nerves pretty much, and this can reduce the effects of depression on people. And yeah, that's pretty much what it's supposed to do, and it does it. And psychotherapy is talk therapy, created by Sigmund Freud. We obviously learned a lot about him. And so psychotherapy is where you go and talk to a therapist who is impartial to your situation, and it's basically just like a guide for you to talk about your problems, get them out, and maybe give you some advice on how you can deal with these problems. Some possible treatments for schizophrenia. The only real treatment for schizophrenia is antipsychotics. Labor and Hugenard first administered antipsychotics in 1951, and they are used to treat schizophrenia by reducing the effects of delusions and hallucinations on someone. They can be taken multiple different ways, as far as liquids, pills, or weekly, or I don't know how often they are, injections administered by a doctor. So the treatment we will use is going to be psychotherapy, because Deadpool has a healing factor, which causes all medication, illegal drugs, alcohol, anything to not have any sort of effect on him for more than maybe a second, because his healing factor will just immediately heal whatever, I guess, finger quotes, damage it could do. Even if it was trying to actually help, his body would see it as damage, and that would be why he would not have any effect. This will not help. Psychotherapy will not help schizophrenia, because I don't think any amount of talking can get rid of hallucinations. So yeah. I have a video. I know that the audio will not play, so basically I'm just going to talk about what the video is. And it is where they basically talk about Sigmund Freud and how he contributed to psychotherapy, because that's the main treatment we'll be using. And so also, I will link the video in the description at the end of this, so that it can be watched, because I know that you have to pay $15 to get able to record the computer's audio. So it talks about his life. He was born into a large family. I believe it was 8 kids, or maybe he was the 9th or something. And so yeah, I will let y'all watch that at your own discretion. So the course of the treatment. Psychotherapy can last different lengths of time depending on what happened. If it was, say, you're going through a divorce and that was depressing, you can maybe last, like, I don't know, a month or two or whatever. You can just talk about it, all the grievances you have or whatever. If someone died in your family, depending on how close they were, maybe you can need some of this psychotherapy to help you, and that would obviously help with the grieving process. That wouldn't last too long, but for Deadpool, it would probably last a few years, or possibly he might have to have regular appointments for the rest of his life, because he was traumatized at such a young age, with his father beating him and psychologically tormenting him as well. And it's obviously what causes depression. And then also, as I said, he was tortured into activating his healing factor, which he underwent extreme testing and extreme conditions to activate it, leaving him scarred on the outside with the wounds that they heal, but they won't ever go away as a constant reminder. And he has major depression, and maybe some psychotherapy or talk therapy could help him be happier. He obviously tries to make everybody else happy and breaks the fourth wall and all this crazy stuff, but that's more of just an act for how depressed he really is. And so yeah, in conclusion, the schizophrenia will not be able to be treated because medication has not worked on Deadpool. We'll use psychotherapy so that he can have someone to talk to help fix his depression. And here's my works cited. So yeah, watch that video I have linked. And alright, that'll be about it.